Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to part 13 where we are developing the e-commerce app. You can also say a online shopping app from scratch with admin panel using Flutter and Firebase. On this series, we'll cover setting up Firebase as a backend, user authentication, order tracking, payment processing, and many more. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this series. Now let's get started. This part I have shown you how to show the place order in the order page, and I have also shown you how the admin can get all the orders that have been placed by the user from the user side of the app, and that order will be managed by the admin from the admin panel. So in this part, as I've told you before, like I'm going to add a search feature, basically this search feature, and from this search text field you can directly search a product and can move to that product and can place the order. So by this way you can easily move to that respective product and can get that product easily. So if you haven't watched a complete playlist, because I think so this will be a last part, or maybe there will be one more part on this e-commerce app, and then you will have a fully functional e-commerce app from the scratch, and you will add one more app to your app bucket list. So you can follow the complete playlist link. I will paste a playlist link in the comment box so that you can follow this awesome series from the scratch. I have been noticing that while many of you are loving our videos but haven't hit that subscribe button yet. So I'm trying my best to upload videos daily on this channel. So please give a support by hitting that subscribe button and let's be a part of this channel. Now let's move, and we'll today, as I've told, we'll add a search feature. So we'll move to the home page, and here I'm going to add a feature, like for an example, if I will write headphone, and for an example if I start typing like HE, then it will automatically show me all the products that start with HE. So like this way it will show me the results again and again, and you have been noticed that this feature are widely used in most of the websites like Amazon, Flipkart. So let's move to the Amazon, and here you can see that when I'll tap HE, it will show me the all the products that start with HE. So here you can see the headphones wireless, help and customer service, heels, headphones wire, headset. So like this way we are going to add the feature. So when I keep on writing the string in this text field, the search feature keep on showing me the results according to the string I type on this text field. So we are going to exact use this feature in our e-commerce app. So here I'm going to do one thing, like first we need to create an function. So I will move to the home.dart page and will write var equals to query, and will create some empty string, not string, an empty list, so that we can store all the data one by one. So I will simply write query result set is equals to, and will pass a empty list here, and will create one more like temp search store. So I will write search store, yeah, something like this, and will again pass a null list. Now we need to create a function name initiate search that will be called when the user will start typing on this text field. Now I will simply write a function name which will be initiate search. So I will write initiate search. Now here we'll pass the value, and in the value there will be the value that the user will type. Now we'll write if value length is not dot length is equals to 0, it means that the user haven't typed anything. Then we don't need to do anything, we just need to pass a set state, and we'll just pass this two things null. So like this and just remove var from here because we have already passed this to list over here. Now here it is done. After this I need to pass a set state, and in the set state, for an example, if I start typing, then I will use a bool character name search. The search bool string will help me to show the search products over here, and it will remove all the category and all product from here. So I will simply create a boolean character name search and will simply pass false here, and once we are searching the product it will simply pass true, something like this. Now we can do one thing, like I can write a function. So I will write var capitalized capitalized value. So I will write value is equals to value dot substring. So you might be thinking that why I'm using a substring over here, but before that let's move to the Firebase and I want to show you something how this search feature will show the products. So we'll move to the Firebase, and here you can see that in the respective category we are uploading the products, but in the search bar I can search any category products. So I need to create a new collection named products, and here there will be a mixture of all the products and the categories. So where we are adding the product, I mean in the add product section, here we are going to add one more database, and in this database we are going to like add a first character of a string. For an example, if there is an headphone, so I need to get a first character of the string h, so that the search can get that the string starts with an h, and it will automatically pass all the strings that keep on start the character with h. So I think so you are getting what I'm trying to explain, but if not, so let me show you how I will do that. Then after this you will get to know what I'm trying to explain. Now here I need to create a new database methods. Now for that I need to copy this and will paste it over here, and we need to write add products. So I will write add products. Now here it will the mixture of products. So I will write products CTS, yeah, something like this. We'll remove this doc ID. I think so we don't need to pass a specific doc ID, and we'll simply write add. Yeah, something like this. Now we can pass this add product function over here in the add product section, and here I need to create one more map string. I think so rather than creating one more map string I will do one thing. I just write a function over here. So I need to pass an updated name so that I can search the name over here. So I will simply pass like so, we'll simply write a string and we'll write a first letter, our string name. Now I can write a name controller dot text dot substring, and I need to get a first character, so I will simply write 0 to 1 dot to uppercase. I need the text in the uppercase, not text, you can say a character. Now we can simply pass a key which is a search key, and we can pass the first letter over here, something like this. Now after this I will do one more thing. I need to pass an updated name. So I will simply write a updated name, and here I need to pass a name controller.text to uppercase, because I want this name to be on the uppercase and a first letter. So here it is done. Now we can pass this detail on like await, sorry, await, wait, oh, for get await we need to pass async, and we can write await database methods dot add products. So there are two function, so that is a two same function name. So to not get confused, I will simply write add all products, so that we can't get confused between these two functions, and we'll simply write add all products. Wait a second, I will remove this dot add all products, and our which is a map string name which is add product. So here it is done, and let's add some more products from the admin so that I can get the collection name all product in my Firebase. Now I will move to the main.dart and will simply write a page name add product, and will simply hot restart it. Wait a second. So there is some bug over here. Yeah, so you can remove this for a second and call this. Yeah, so here is add product page. Now I'll select some random product from my, not, it is not a product, but I have this image currently in my iPhone emulator. Now I will write a random product name. So I will write like, for an example, earphones. So I will write earphones. Now I can pass a price, a detail. So I will write good earphones, just two word in details. Now we can pass a category. So we can pass a category. So for a random, I'm choosing a laptop and will click on add product button. So wait for a few seconds. As you can see, product has been uploaded successfully. Now when I'll move to the Firebase and will refresh this page, so here you will see the product collection. Now you can see a product collection, like here you can see a product collection, and you can see the our good earphone detail name, our image earphones, and here you can see the search key where I need to get a first character of this product name. So here you can see E, and updated name, I need this name in the uppercase. So here I passed in the uppercase. So here it is done. Now what I will do that I will write a function. So I will simply write var capitalized value. Simply write capitalized value is equals to value dot substring substring 0 to 1, because we'll check the substring first, like, and we'll pass dot to uppercase. So I will pass dot to uppercase like this. Yeah, plus value dot substring. Now don't get confused that what all things I'm writing here. You just code with me. I will suggest that if you are facing a problem to know what all things I'm writing, just code with me, just follow along with me and write the code, understand the each line. There is a comment box open, you can write a comment if you are facing an error, and you can directly DM me on my Instagram ID too. So just try to code with me. Do not just like copy the code and from the source code and paste it over here, and you can code along with me and you can get to know lots of things like this. So I will pass a if case and will pass a query result set dot is empty, and will check that, and our value length should be not should yeah should be equals to 1. And here I need to create a one more function to search the value in the search bar. So I will simply move to the database, and here I will create a function name search. So I will simply write a future query snapshot. You already know the use of query snapshot if you have followed my complete series, and we'll pass a search, which is our function name, and we'll pass a string username. I don't think so we need to pass a username, so we need to pass a updated name. So I will pass the updated name, so don't write username. Now we'll write async, we'll pass return await firebase Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and in the collection we'll move to the product collection. So I will simply write products, which is our collection name. So products, something like this. Now dot where, and we'll search that which string starts with letter H, for an example letter E, sorry, and we'll keep on searching all the strings that starts with letter E, and we'll pass it over here. So we'll check that where search key, which is this field name. So I will write exact field name search key. Why I'm making too much mistake today? Search key something like this is equal to updated name, and we'll get a substring 0 to 1. So here it is done, dot to uppercase. So here you can see that I have wrote this case, and we'll write dot get, yeah, something like this. So here you can see that it clearly says that the, for an example, in the updated name will pass earphone. So it will search that updated name dot substring dot uppercase. So it will pass an capital E over here. This I am talking about. Wait a second. Let me do this. Yeah. So here it will pass capital E, and in the search key it will check that all the strings, all the documents that matches with a capital E, and it passes all the documents in the search bar. So now you get to know why I have used a search key and the things in the capital, or you can say in the uppercase. Now let's move to the function again, and we'll move to the home.dart, and here I need to call that function that I have just wrote. So I will write database methods dot search, and here I will pass a value dot then, and in the then I will pass a query snapshot. So I will write query snapshot. Now I will write for, and here I will pass the int I equals to 0, and here we'll create a for loop. So I will create a for loop because I want to check the each character that present in the string. For an example, if I will write earphone, so it will check all the, I will write E, then it will check all the strings that start with E. And for an example, if I write EA, then it will check the strings that start with EA. So this thing will happen through the for loop. That's why I'm adding for loop over here, and we'll simply write docs dot length. Now I will write one thing, which will be plus plus I. So I think so, something like this, plus plus I, yeah, something like this. Yeah, so there will be not a comma, it will be semicolon. So we'll write query result dot add, and we'll add the value. So I will simply write docs and dot docs I dot data, and the semicolon again. Now after this I need to write a else part. So I will simply write else. Now not here, because we are writing after the function is called. So we need to pass it just over the if. So I will simply write the else function over here. So I will write else. Now here we need to remove this. Yeah. So in the else, I will simply pass the temp store to empty list and will check the query result. So I will write query result set for each and will check the list for each element. Now after this I will provide semicolon. Now I will check that if element, and here I need to write a updated name which is our, you can say, a product name that I want to use in the search bar. So I will simply write this field name which is updated name. So I will simply write updated name, updated name, something like this, dot starts with. So I will write starts with and a capitalized value. So yeah, now we'll write set state, and in the set state I will add a value in our list name temp search store. So I will simply write a element. So here it is done, and we have wrote a complete function for the initiate search. Now let's move, and we need to call this function in our text field. So here you can see that in the on change function you need to write initiate search and you need to pass a value like this. So here it is done. Now after the user has start searching in this search text field, I need to remove this categories and all product. So we will handle this case by using a search boolean character. So I will simply write the search, and if the search will be true, that if the user is searching through the search bar, then we are going to show all the results from the Firebase. Now to show the result, it will be in the form of the list view. So I will simply write list view over here, and in the list view I will first give the padding. So I will write padding at inset dot only from the left 10.0 and from the right 10.0. Yeah, something like this. Now here you can see that I have started typing on this text field, that's why it removed other category and the product section. But let's hot restart the app, and yeah, something like this. Now we'll pass the primary which will be false. Now sync and wrap true, false, sync and wrap true. Yeah, something like this. Why it's removed when I press enter? Yeah, so children. Now in the children I need to pass a list name which is temp search store. We are storing all the strings. Now we'll pass the element so that we can handle the case. So I will simply write element, now the opening and closing bracket, something like this. Now we need to return a function name build result card. I know that I didn't create any function name result build result card, so I'm going to create a build result card. This function will be shown when the user will search like EA, and here we need to show something like in the container form which we will create on this function. So I'll simply copy this function name and will move down and will paste it over here, something like this. Now here I need to write a widget because it is going to return the function. So I will simply write data, and in the data we are going to get a data. So I will return and will pass a gesture detector, not gesture detector. I will tell you when we need to write gesture detector. I will just write a UI. So I will write container height maybe 100, and one thing I'm going to do that, like I want to show the products, so I can show the product image over here, then a product name. So here you can see that in the product section, product image is, I think so, this image. So we are going to show this image over here, then a product name. So I will simply use a row So I will simply write child and will pass a row widget children image dot asset, not asset, it is in the form of the link, so we need to use network dot network, and here we are passing the data, so I will simply write the data and the field name which is image. So here we are getting this exact field name and this image link. Now we can pass the height and width to the image. So I will simply write 50 and the width 50. Now fit boxfit dot cover, fit boxfit dot cover, yeah, something like this. Now we need to show a product name. So I will simply write data, and here it is our product name which is on name. So I will simply write name and will pass the styling by using app widget class again. So I will write app widget dot maybe semi bold text field style. So let me call this container and will provide more styling to this container once it is called over here. So I will move to the function again, which is built result card in our list view. So it is over here. Now we can do one thing, like after this I need to pass in list. So I will simply write dot to list function, not dot to string list, sorry, list function, yeah, something like this. So we are getting some error. What's this error all about? So let me check. This function name is correct. List dynamic type home state. Okay, I think so. We'll paste it over here. Yeah. So we need to write inside a scaffold widget, or not a scaffold widget. Sorry, we need to write it inside a widget build context so that I can easily read a, not I, the app can read a built result card function. So here the error is gone. Now let's do one thing. Now I think so our functions should work. Let's hot restart the app again, and I will simply write here R. So here you can see the earphones, and this is the exact image that I am going to call. So here you can see that when I'll open this image, so here you can see that this is the exact image that I have shown here. But when I'm searching, I want to remove these categories. So I think so here we need to like wrap up in the column widget, because wait a second, where it is gone, yeah. So we need to wrap up the complete thing in the column widget. So I will simply wrap up with a column and will control X, move this, and will paste it over here, yeah, something like this. So here you can see that the other things like the categories and products section has been gone, and we can easily see the search. So I have wrote EA. So if I will write EARP, so here you can see the earphones. Okay, I think so there is some problem, because we need to pass this dot to uppercase, something like this. Now let's hot restart again, and I will write EA. So as you can see that as soon as I wrote EA, it starts showing me all the string that starts with EA. So there is only one string added, so it is just showing me only one string in the products section. You can add some more product from the admin panel, so do not need to worry. Now let's provide some more styling. So I will simply do one thing, like I will provide the container in the white color. So I will simply pass a decoration, and in the decoration, not over here, in the here this decoration box decoration, now we'll pass a width which will be media query, dot of context dot size dot width, and we'll pass a color, colors dot white. So I will simply write colors dot white. So here you can see this. Now we can provide the padding. So I'll simply pass the padding edge insert dot only from the left 20.0, something like this. And we can provide, like, if you want, you can do like provide some more height and width to the image so that we can see the product image clearly. Now to provide the border radius to your image, you already know that, just wrap up with clip react. Yeah, now border radius, and we can provide the border radius to our image. So I will write border, not like this, border radius dot circular, maybe 10. Yeah, and we can like provide some more space between the image and the text by using size box 20.0. Yeah, and we can do one more thing. We can provide the border radius to this container 2, something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, so here you can see that earphones. Now when I'll tap to this earphones, it will directly redirect me to a product detail page. So to redirect to a product detail page, I will do one thing. I will first wrap up with a gesture detector. I will write gesture detector on tap. Now we need to push the user to a detail page. So I have already wrote this in a, here maybe, so let's call direct. Why I always do a copy paste thing? So I will write navigator dot push material page route, material page route context, and we can push the user to a detail page. So product detail page, product detail page, and here we need to pass detail, image, name, price. So all things are given over here. So we need to just write a field name, but here we don't need to write ds, the thing we are passing in the form of data. So we need to write a data, an exact field name, which is detail. So as you can see here, so I will simply write detail. Now you can say a product image. So I will write image. So here you can see the image. I will write image. Now the name. So I will simply write data again, and the name. So name and the price. So sorry, price, data, price. Yeah, this price. So I will simply pass a price. So here it is done. Now when I'll tap to this earphones, it will redirect me to a page where you can see the earphones. Sorry, I have added a random image from my emulator because these are the image that present in my iPhone emulator. But if you have a real device, Android and real device, you can upload as many product you want from the admin panel. But now when I come to back to this home page, I want that I simply close this search bar and can see all the categories again. So to do that, you can do one thing, like if the search is true, then we can show the close icon over here. So I will simply write like search is true, not here. Where is our text field? Yeah, so if search will be true, then we'll going to show icon dot close. I think so I can't write over here because we need to also write a gesture detector. So I will simply write over here. So I will write search will be true, then we'll simply show the icon, which will be icons dot close, icons dot close, which will suggest that you can close the search bar, not a search bar. You can close all the strings, or you can say all the products that have been shown below the search bar. Now I need to wrap up with a gesture detector. So I will simply write gesture detector, and in the on tap method I will first do one thing, like I will write a search to false first, and do not forget to make a temp search store to null, so that again you trying to search a new thing like earphones is done, now you want to search headphones, so it will show a headphone. But if you don't pass a null string, I mean the null list, to the temp search store, then it will keep on adding the search strings one by one, like it will again show the earphones in the headphones, so it will like give a bad experience to the user. I think so you are getting what I'm trying to explain. You can try like, you don't you can do one thing like, don't pass this temp search store null list and try it again. You will get to know what I'm trying to explain. So by this way you will get both the cases result, like what happens if you don't pass a null list and what happens if you pass a null list. So like this way you will learn lots of things regarding a Flutter. Now we need to pass a both to null and a set state. So here it is done. Now you can see a search icon. Now I'll tap to this icon, and here you can see that our product has been shown. Now here you can see that it is wrote EA, but if you want to show a empty like search bar, you need to pass a editing controller, I mean text editing controller. So I will say text editing controller search controller equals to, equal search controller equals to new text editing controller, something like this, and we can pass a search controller in our text field. So I will simply write this and will pass controller, which is a search controller, and we will pass simply search controller to null. So where we have passed a close icon, think so here passed over here. So we'll write search controller dot text is equals to space, something like this, and here you can see that our product, not a product, a string has been removed from a search text field. So our search bar is working brilliantly and you can see all the products. So this is it from this video. On our next video, which will be the last part of this awesome e-commerce app series, where I will teach you how to create a UI for our profile page, and will add a complete backend of a profile page, and the user can change their image and can log out, or can delete the account by using the profile page. And I will also make the home admin UI and the complete admin panel, so that the admin can easily navigate to a different functionality that available in the admin panel. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, then please, I have a small request from you all. Please hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.